It's a day he will never forget. Nankpaqk Kumzwam still gets very emotional when talking about the 2002 attack on his Plateau State village by militant Muslims.
When the riot started, it was Friday, and my dad was not home. He rushed home that evening and told us to run away. When we were on our way out, we ran into the rioters. They told us to go ahead of them. All of a sudden, there were gunshots, and I was shot in my back.
Nankpaq's mother went to look for her son who was lying on the ground and told him to stay down. She then tried to escape. Meanwhile, one of the attackers hit Nankpaqk with a machete on his shoulder. The then 8-year-old passed out. After regaining consciousness, he went to look for his family. What he found was horrible.
I stood up to run, and I saw my younger brother shot dead. I saw my younger sister dead. She was shot too. And a few meters away from that place, I saw my mother's corpse on the ground, beheaded.
When he saw his murdered family members, Nankpaqk says he didn't even have time to cry. He knew that if he was going to survive, he would have to keep moving. He went to a neighboring village for safety. Once he understood and comprehended what had happened, he was distraught. His father, Wilson, who was a pastor, was also tortured and killed by militant Muslims during the attack on his village.
I felt really bad. I was just crying. I felt they had killed me too alongside my family members. Being alone kept bringing back the memories of those who were dead.
Nankpaqk went to stay with his uncle after the death of his parents. Eventually, the voice of the Christian Martyrs heard what happened to Nankpaqk and brought him to the Stephen Center.
I'm very happy to be at this school. I'm being educated, and above all, I'm being fed the Word of God.
Nankpaqk hopes to be a doctor someday so he can help others. In spite of all he's been through, Nankpaqk says his faith in Jesus is still strong.
My faith was never shaken. I know that in all situations, God is with me.
Nankpaqk, Benjamin, and Blessing are just 3 of the more than 220 children at the Stephen Center School in Abeokuta. Most have been severely traumatized, having lost one or both parents to the persecution facing Christians in the northern part of the country.
Many times we have to be very patient in talking to them. We have to begin to call them one by one and counsel them, and just have to thank Christians in this environment and also from various parts of the world who has been coming and giving their assistance and their help.
Isaac Newton-Wusu, who has partnered with the Voice of the Martyrs Canada for over 30 years, says there are ways that you can help these special children of Nigeria. You can pray for them, and you can sponsor one of them.
The Canadian people has been such tremendous people. And I stand here today on behalf of our children, on behalf of the Christians in our country, to say thank you for all their good works.
If you would like more information about sponsoring a persecuted child in Nigeria, call our office at 1-888-298-6423 or email us at thevoice@persecution.net.